Tessin, I don't see, actually, Bernie Sanders talking like this. I don't see the populists behaving like this. This feels like there's a sort of gang of identity politics, establishment Democrats who are just ginning up all this hate. And it's just so destructive.
Well, it's what has always happened. I left the Democrat Party in 2012 to become an independent for this reason, because of the hypocrisy. Democrats, and especially elitists, have always played this game. They've just always thrown the rock and hide their hand. It's no different than what it was before. They can be just as hateful, just as bigot, just as racist, just as mean, just as spiteful, just as low as any good American Republican. It's the issue now is they're being exposed for what it is. Trump is making people come out and actually have to fight, so now they're trying to switch their narrative to say, oh, yeah, we're all about this fight and we're tough. When one minute you say go low and let's go high, now you're saying let's kick them. Which one is it? You know, there was an open letter just last week, once again, to the Democrat Party saying that there's no message, that there's no leader, that there's no consistency. So I don't know if Bernie Sanders is speaking like this as well in the public, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't say it in private. You know, so now we're having to actually deal with politics. Okay. I mean, yeah, because they all say one thing on stage and then do another. I did a poem about it in 2014. This is nothing new. I've been behind the scenes in the kitchen, and I've been seeing what the cooks have been doing for quite a while, and that's why I left the party myself.
So I thought Peggy Noonan had a really interesting piece on it, and she was back after a break in the Wall Street Journal, and she said it's actually a bit like what Jason Chaffetz was saying earlier, that people in the middle, regular Americans, look at this stuff, the events and the reaction and the language and the stuff we've seen on the screens over the last few weeks, and they just think, her word was, this is demonic. This is so repellent. That was Jason Chaffetz's phrase. It is, isn't it?
This could be the great squandering of an opportunity. If you saw many of these special elections for the House, you saw Republicans winning barely, but actually Democrats doing decently in red states. But by pouring this bile, by seeming to actively detest Americans, who are conservatives, who are moderates, what you're doing is you're actually turning this into a recapitulation of 2016. There are 23 districts that have Republican representatives, but that were won by Hillary Clinton. They might win those seats. But the problem is there were many other seats they might have been able to win that they're now likely to lose, and the Senate is falling out of their grasp because there are too many parts of the country where this hatred just doesn't play very well.
I mean, they've learned nothing from 2016 in the
They've learned absolutely nothing, and you talked about, oh, they think that this is going to work, but there are a lot of people in the middle of this country, a lot of independents who don't like this, who see this as demonic. But the problem with the Democrats is they don't see the people in the middle. They didn't in 2016. They don't see us now. They're not going to see it in 2020 because they reject all of those people, and they think that everybody thinks the way they do in New York, D.C., and here in Los Angeles. They think the people that are storming through the streets of Portland or on the streets of L.A., dancing around in tutus with protest signs, that's who they think Americans are.
So well put. Thank you, Tom.